Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
SpongeBob and the battle for Bikini Bottom. Rehydrated. Hello everyone, welcome to the Apocalyst review of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. It's in the action-adventure platform genre and was published by THQ Nordic and developed by Purple Lamp Studios. This is a remaster of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, which originally came out for the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube way back in 2003. Hard to believe it was so long ago. I guess time flies by when you're having fun with SpongeBob. This fittingly titled Rehydrated version was released on modern systems in June of 2020 and is available for Microsoft Windows, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. So yeah, it's about as well-rounded of a release as you're going to get. These games are all based on the Nickelodeon Network's animated comedy series called SpongeBob SquarePants, which originally premiered back in 1999. My first true encounter with the SpongeBob series of any significant amount was with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. They came out back in 2004, which I actually saw on the big screen. So yeah, that's right, my first experience with the series was in theaters with the first movie. One of my old friends, who was a big SpongeBob fan, was really excited about it and insisted that everyone in our group of friends go see it. I thought, this is for kids, why would I be interested in this Shizen Kaizen? But he was my friend, it was important to him, and he insisted, so I went. What I remember the most about the movie was David Hasselhoff, who played the role of himself in the movie. Yeah, he's so badass, the only one that can fill the role of a superhero needed to save the day in this movie is him, playing the epic and heroic role of himself. I found that while it is essentially geared towards a younger audience, there is a lot of humor laced into it that adults can appreciate. It is kind of a fun series to watch every once in a while to break the pace of modern adult life. Which reminds me, the CGI comedy, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie Sponge on the Run, is coming out later in 2020. So it's not over yet. We've got more SpongeBob coming this year. And I'm looking forward to seeing it, actually. But now, let's get into the game at hand. How does it stack against the original? How does it stand up against the backdrop of other modern games it will be competing with? Let's find out. This is where I'm going to get into spoilers. So spoiler alert, you've been warned. While some of this may not fall into pure spoiler territory, I still want to put it after that blanket statement to make sure nothing is spoiled for any fans that want to go into it completely surprised. This game has a gameplay style similar to that of a lot of other 3D platformers like Mario 64 or Banjo-Kazooie. One thing you may notice though is that this 3D platformer is a bit slower, as character movement is not as fast as other games with a similar platforming style. You get to play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. There's a lot of character back and forth just like the original. This helps to give fans of any particular character a more rounded and satisfying experience. So similar to Mario 64 Stars, you'll be collecting golden spatulas by completing challenges throughout levels. Combat is very basic, and SpongeBob does gain new abilities throughout the game required for progression, but the others, however, do not gain new abilities. Boss battles are pretty fun and unique, and come included with funny cutscenes.
I knew the king jellyfish was big, but who knew he had such a beautiful voice?
There are also bonus collectibles that allow you to unlock certain areas and buy more golden spatulas from Mr. Krabs, such as shiny objects you'll find scattered about that are similar to Mario's coins. Patrick's socks are another collectible hidden throughout the game. For every 10 you find, you can get a golden spatula from Patrick in the hub world. Most of the game is pretty simple, but a few of the golden spatulas and socks are actually fairly challenging to acquire. And the story has a very simple plot. Plankton creates a machine that makes robots which he intends to use to take over Bikini Bottom and get the Krabby Patty formula. But Plankton forgot to flip the robot switch to obey, so the robots will not obey and are instead running amok throughout Bikini Bottom. Remember those golden spatulas I mentioned? You have to collect those in order to defeat Plankton's army and save Bikini Bottom. Now the graphics. Everything looks and feels just like the original game, only they have been totally redone in HD, and they look very nice. Now, just like the original, most of the voice cast from the show was actually there. There are, however, a few noticeable voices missing, like Mr. Krabs and Mermaid Man. This is weird to hear at first, but ultimately it does not affect the gameplay. I have heard the Switch version does have a few bugs and glitches, which should be patched out soon though. Overall, this is a great game for children and fans of the show. There are a lot of references to the first couple seasons, which is very fun and nostalgic for me. They also added a multiplayer mode with a Squidward boss added into it. It's a fun horde mode with the ability to play as other characters from the show. This mode has the option to play both online and offline with couch co-op. Couch co-op is really underrated, and I love it when games implement it as an option in any multiplayer modes they have. So for any fans of the original, you're in for a real treat with these remastered next-gen graphics. You know something, I love it when they take beloved games from the past and give them a big, fat, giant facelift with modern graphics and other updated tweaks, such as not needing a memory card to save and adding trophies and achievements. A lot of little things we've come to take for granted with modern gaming can go a long ways in making an old game feel fresh and worth playing through again. I would recommend this for anyone interested in one or more of the three following things. Number 1, reliving SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom in a modern package that is overall a huge improvement over the original. 2, anyone who loves SpongeBob in general and is in the mood for some gaming. And 3, someone in the mood for a decent platformer with a fairly easy set of trophies to add to your online collection. As previously alluded to with the series as a whole, it's kid-centric humor/fun that many adults can enjoy as well. So to address the reality of this situation, we'll need to utilize our dual rating system to give order to the chaos. If you were a kid looking at the game and are a fan of SpongeBob, it gets a beefy 9 out of 10. Kids are going to soak up what this has to offer like a dry sponge does salt water straight from the bloody ocean. Now for the adults. For you, this is of course assuming you're a fan of the series in general as well. We'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. This gets the Apocalyst seal of moderate to high levels of fun for all ages. It's family-friendly, kid-tested, and mother-approved fun for all. This is the Apocalyst review of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated. Thanks for watching.